Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video on our channel Fuzzy Garbs. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload and you follow us on this journey as we continue to buy and sell vintage / second-hand clothing. Thanks to everyone that watched the first video back after 7 months away because of lockdown. Like I said to you before, the content is going to come thick and fast for the next few weeks, months, hopefully years, as we build it up. So for those that don't know, essentially I am a FIFA YouTuber / streamer normally, but I love clothes and I love vintage clothes, second-hand clothes. Passionate about it for a few reasons. Number one, it's cheaper. I like wearing branded stuff, but I don't want to pay full price. It's better for the environment, and the more people that buy second-hand and sell second-hand, the better. But also it's showing you guys that you can make money basically from anything, and things like this is what we do to make money. When I grew up, I didn't have much money, so myself and Harrison would find ways to make money because either we were working but didn't have enough money at the time, or we wanted to be able to sort of go out and treat ourselves, so we'd do bits and bobs like that. And that's now meant that basically what we did about a year ago was set up our Depop store, and we're hopefully due to launch a website in the next sort of few months. But it's with me, my brother Yellen, and my other brother Sean. We all together go out and buy vintage clothing, second-hand clothing, and sell it on for profit. First video back, we showed you guys a few bits. If you watched that, then fantastic. The head bag that I showed you is already gone. That's already been sold for decent profit. I think I paid a £5, sold for 16 quid. I've had a few sales. Yellen will probably put them on screen at some point now, like as I'm doing this, to show you what's sold in terms of a screenshot. But basically, this intro is meant to be recorded before we went to the car boot. So normally I record first thing in the morning, tell you I'm tired. Yellen does some fancy, like us driving around and takes like videos as we're walking around. And then we come back from the car boot and I show you what we've got, but I didn't record it because I was too tired. And first thing in the morning, we're up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and so I didn't record it. And so, yeah, basically what I want to do in this video is show you what we bought, and we picked up some absolutely brilliant pieces for very little money, including a Burberry bomber jacket, which was absolutely incredible to pick up for what we paid for it. But yeah, we'll start off by queuing Yellen's like arty-farty stuff with all of the videos of us driving in the car and walking around Carboot Sales, and then I'll be back to show you what we bought. I will see you then. Coffee machine. It's a coffee machine, look. Coffee machine. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that journey around the car boots of Surrey. But we basically went ham. The reason we've done this is because we want to stop the store up again, because obviously with us not being able to go out and buy stuff, the store got quite dry. We sold a lot and we've been making very good money, but the store got quite dry. So we went out with a bit of the money we had, and thought, you know what, we'll go quite ham on it, and it's paid off spectacularly because we picked up some great bits. The first thing I want to show you is something we've already sold, and these are a pair of kids Stone Island shorts / trousers. I think they're shorts really. We bought these from a woman who we bought loads of stuff from her, and we noticed these on the table, and Yellen knows Stone Island, these are legit. And we paid, I think, 3 quid for these. 3 quid? He's next to me, by the way, if you didn't know. We paid 3 quid for them. We've already sold them on for £22. That's probably cheap for these, to be fair with you. We probably could have got a bit more, but the ethos we have is to buy low, sell low, and get stuff flipped on quite quickly. But yeah, kids Stone Island shorts, and we've already sold them for nearly 20 quid profit, so we can't argue with that at all. And then when we're buying and selling stuff, we always keep in mind the season, and we're coming into summer. So things like swim shorts are stuff we pick up consistently. Now we paid 2 quid for these Lacoste swim shorts. We'll get £12–13 for them relatively easily. But yeah, right now isn't really the time to be buying jumpers and jackets, although we bought a fair few of them because they're cheap enough. If you're going to buy them, you've got to buy them low, but you can put them by for winter to sell them at a later date. But we've got some awesome pieces. I'll show you the Burberry jacket last because that was incredible. But simplistically stuff like we've got a Ralph Lauren golf sort of hoodie. I think this is kids. It says small and it fits a small adult. It fits Yellen, but I feel like it could be kids. But again, I think we paid 2 quid for this. It wasn't a lot of money at all. Pretty cheap. I love this. This was a Puma jacket. Now, a standard Puma jacket like meh, but on the back it's quite cool. It's a Ducati one, which I really, really like. It's something different, something you don't see very often. Again, I think we paid £2 for that. It had some slight sort of damage up here, which isn't terrible. It's not really that deep. But I loved it. I thought it was really cool. A very different jacket. something you don't see all the time, put it that way. So we've got that. Something else we've already sold. We've already sold this. We picked up a North Face windbreaker. We picked this up with the Burberry jacket. We paid £2.50 for it. It's already gone. We sold it for £22. So that we got shifted on straight away. And this is what I'm saying. It hasn't got to be vintagey, like, ridiculous stuff. It can just be something simplistic as a North Face second-hand, like, windbreaker. And you pay £2.50 for it at Carboot Sale and then go and sell it for 20 quid profit. You're laughing. It's good money to be making for very little work. If you think about it, it took us a couple of hours to get around the car boot sales. And between the boot sales and that, I think we've already made 100 quid, which is in like 24 hours, which is nothing really. So that's very, very decent. Going to keep with the passing on. This awesome old Nike jacket. It's a winter jacket. Now again, I don't normally buy jackets, but this is quite a vintagey old Nike piece. It's not old, but it's old enough that I like it. No one now is really going to be that bothered about it. But this is one of those ones that if we don't sell it now, it will stay sat there until winter. But it will sell for quite a bit of money. This was part of a job lot we paid 25 quid for. I think it was 10 items for 25 quid, so £2.50 each. Again, this is £30-40 of anyone's money in the winter. A little less now, but a really, really cool, massive like night jacket, keep people warm. Can't argue with that whatsoever. As we continue, yeah, there's basically making a pile of everything. Simple stuff, Lacoste polo shirts. Again, we've got loads of them. Might as well pass me over all of that stuff there. This is all part of the same job, like the same person we bought the Stone Island from, we bought all this stuff from. So we've got a Ralph Lauren shirt. Again, easy Ralph Lauren shirt here. You can see the brand in there. The horse, pretty cool. So that's the first one. Then we've got another Lacoste shirt, well, polo shirt. Easy Lacoste polo shirt. This whole lot here, everything you see here, including the Stone Island. And where's the Paris thing? Is that over there? Paris Jordan thing. There's a Paris. We also bought a really cool item, but I'll show you it in a minute. Everything was 40 quid that you see here. Yves Saint Laurent shirt as well. We'll take that. And then look, Lacoste polos, more Lacoste polos. Whoever this was loved their Lacoste, basically. That's the best way I can put it. But the whole lot came to 40 quid, including an amazing Paris Cost Jordan dress, basically, a women's dress and whatnot. I will show you that at some point in the video. But again, each of those items there, probably looking at about £10 to £15 depending on the item. And so it's a no-brainer for us because you're going to make very good profit from that. And we tend to find if you go up to someone who's got 4 or 5 things you like, a lot of the time they'll give you a deal. I'm sure you guys know about haggling, but they'll give you a deal because it saves them having to take it home and try and sell it individually. So we tend to, if we see someone who's got like 4 or 5 things we really want, we'll straight up say to them, we've got 4 or 5 things, what's the best you can do with it, basically. But yeah, I have a few bits and bobs. Hilfiger polo, old one this, very, very old one. I think this is probably early 2000s, late 90s. Very, very solid indeed. Gant, not something I normally like, but we paid £1 for it. So a Gant polo shirt, which was fine by me. Give you that. Champion hoodie. Again, I think we paid equivalent of £2 for that. So that hopefully sells for sort of in and around 15 quid, give or take, once we sort it out. Also, again from the same seller, Lydon Scott jumper. I actually really like this jumper. I don't think it's my size though. I'm pretty sure it's a large. If this was a medium, I probably would keep it. It's quite a nice jumper. Again, I think £2.50 on that, which isn't bad. A lot of people said to us, why do you tell us your prices if you're selling it on Depop? It's because we still sell it for cheap on Depop. We don't charge tons for it on Depop. But it's also for us, we quite like the fact we do that. Guest t-shirt, I think it's a couple of quid we paid for this. I can't remember exactly how much it was. A couple of quid for this guest t-shirt, which you can't really complain about. More stuff here. Look how much stuff you picked up, Jesus Christ. Champion hoodie, again, nothing special about it, just a Champion hoodie. People like Champion. We paid £2.50 as part of that job lot, I think. £2.50 as part of the job lot for that. And also part of that job lot was another Ralph Lauren long sleeve polo shirt. Again, we'll get £10-15 for that. Again, £2.50. And then this. This we loved. I fell in love with it. It's a Paris Saint-Germain cross Jordan, and we couldn't work out what it was at first. I'd never ever seen anything like it because it's very, very long. And I looked online last night. It's actually a dress because I've seen the men's stuff of this, so the football kits, the training suits and whatnot. But it's actually a long sleeve. It's a long dress, which was bizarre to me. I've never seen anything like that. But this was part of that set we picked up, and I think we paid something like, I think we've done £3 for this in total as part of that job lot. This is currently still on sale. It's on sale as well, so it's been like reduced at 75 quid online. So for us to get that for £3, ideally try and get £40-50 for it in a good day. Basically, it's a pretty awesome piece. I think it's really cool. I think it's very different, but not an area that I know too well. And then finally, this Burberry bomber jacket, merino wool. One of my favourite pickups we've had for a long time. We paid £2.50 for this. So we paid £5 for this and the North Face. There's a seller that we know. We see him all the time and he brings jackets basically in piles of them. And basically you pay £2 for it. We pay £3 a jacket. But if you do more than one, he always does you a deal. We picked up this with a North Face, and he knows it's Burberry. He just doesn't care. He shifts it on en masse. Obviously, I don't think he knows the true value of this. But I think we can place this somewhere around £50 to £70 for a jacket we paid £2.50 for. Now, it has got someone's name on the back there, which doesn't matter because you can't see that. And this inside pocket needs stitching. Your hand does go through it. I don't know where it is, but your hand does go through it, so it needs stitching there. But that is an utter bargain at £2.50. And a lot of the time with this stuff, you know what to leave and what to go for and what to buy and what to sell. But sometimes it's just worth buying it. If you see Burberry, for example, and you know Burberry, we know this is real, for example. I know my Burberry quite well. If you know it's real, it's worth just buying it because you can't really lose at £2.50 on a Burberry jacket, let's be honest. As a standard rule, we don't tend to turn down anything that we pick up if it's £2 or £3 because we know we can make profit from it. But where the profits are being split 3 ways, we've got to think, okay, cool, is it worth our time to pick an item up? And that's what you've got to think about. And sometimes you can save yourself time, like I say, by buying loads of the same item, basically. So you can go and basically pick up 4 or 5 Lacoste polo shirts or 4 shirts in the same person. And that's how I think Carboot Sales work. You get the people that come there and sell their generic sort of Primark, Top Man stuff, which is great. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But then you'll find a seller who's got a lot of expensive stuff and the stuff that's really going to make money because people are looking for it. They're the people that I approach. And they're the people I say, like, I've got X amount, what can you do? And they basically give you as much as they possibly can for that price. And I am buzzing with this. I think it's gorgeous. It's my size. I really don't want to sell it, but I'm going to sell it because it makes sense to sell it because it's money, it's profit in the day. That's one thing you can't get in the habit of is keeping things that you really like because otherwise you'd never make any money. But up there, I'm going to get my Depop up now so I can tell you what's sold on the Depop recently so you've got an idea of what's gone. So Stone Island and that North Face have already gone, which is good. We've also sold a North Face, a Lion and Scott polo shirt, and we've also sold the kit bag, the head kit bag. Now the head bag, I actually think we listed that a bit too low. The end part coming apart, so the end of it had a bit of a wash bag that zipped up to the bag. I think we listed it a bit too low. I think that made it quite unique because it sold very quickly when it was on there. Head and kit bags and duffel bags aren't my area of expertise at all. We make a profit from it, but I think we could have got a bit more from it. So something we live and we learn from, and we go from there. But that's everything we picked up. So next video, we'll sort of catch you guys up on it. If you guys do want any of the stuff, like, you are welcome to come and buy it, obviously. That would be great. But if you mention the channel, you do get 10% off of anything we sell on our Depop page. But that was our insane haul this weekend. I think we spent about 60 quid. Hopefully the Burberry jacket alone will cover that, and the rest then is pure profit. If you're new around here, like I say, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Yellen's out. Peace out.